However, there's also the scenario that we could kick out this day tomorrow or the day after.
I don't want to cut you short. If you can learn 2 minutes, it's good because you have added people requesting statement.
That's okay. Let me summarize.
We have been here more than 6 hours. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that. I'll just take 30 seconds and summarize. So in my view, I think we must sit down and think about all scenarios. A scenario where he goes tomorrow and things work out. A scenario where he goes tomorrow and we get to a cycle of many other push to kick out the next guy and the next guy. A scenario where we think we want to remain within the constitution, mobilize ourselves, plan for the next 3 years, and kick this guy out through the right channel, that is in an election in 2027, having vetted everyone else who comes in, all the way from the MCA to the MP to the governor to the senator to your president. I think all those scenarios must be considered, the pros and cons are discussed, and we go with the most optimal solution, most optimal approach that will make sure that we remain peaceful within the constitution and we minimize loss of lives. Thank you.
Welcome. Guys, let's stick to 2 minutes each. And as already said by many people, the military takeover is not an option. So let's not put it under discussion. Again, I'll just emphasize that it's a very dangerous path, as the speaker before has just mentioned, and many other people. So that's not what we're discussing here, because otherwise we're going to be wasting time discussing things that we don't even want as an option. Prof, then Hillary, you check your inbox, we see when to close. Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much. I just salute everybody. I'm very proud of what Kenyan is doing. Thank you for the host and the calls and everybody, speakers and listeners. Let's come together. Just 2 things. The first, we remember Sri Lanka, right, in 2022. They began a protest, they didn't give up. Their goal was get out of the sea. And when the man left, a new election was fixed. I think that's the way forward for Kenya. That's the first point. We have to remember what other countries did. Very important. The number 2 is the united people around, a shared purpose. And that purpose is related to the first one, which is this man, Ruto, go away. When he goes, transition, and the next election is being called upon. And tied to that, all the political leaders in Kenya, their list need to be compiled. During this protest, we'll be calling out their names. We want to see you in the forefront. If you really want us to vote for you, don't just hide somewhere. During an election, you come up right here. We don't want that. So, example, in Spain, just recently, this year, other developed countries, opposition leaders went forefront in every protest. And this is exactly what Kenya must do. And other countries will remain a copy emulate or whatever. And the last point is that about the dead, just 30 seconds. About the dead, please let's remember them. Let's compile their names, and we'll be sending which their families, and that will encourage other people to keep fighting. We must not give up. We must win. Thank you very much.
1 minute again. What's the feedback from Nigeria? How are the people perceiving what's going on in Kenya? In 1 minute, please.
Yeah, I don't live in Nigeria, right?
That's really fun.
But that's a good question. You see, I think Kenya is a role model right now. Okay, that we should. I don't have the time. I think that's why I'm very excited that Kenya wins. Right, this route to go the way, and then constitutional reform will be up, and the list of all these guys are the great brains. In diaspora within Kenya will rise up and will fix Kenya. When Kenya rises, other countries will molest.
Thank you so much. I see that Honorable Dismas Baraza is here, but actually politicians are being deplatformed. But because you want to...
Dismas Baraza should leave. We don't need him here.
We want to... Can I speak?
No, guys, you know what? Let the host and the host control the meeting, and that will be in order. When you start doing that, then we are making a lot of noise that does not make sense. Might go ahead.
Yeah. So, Now, like I said, at the moment, Kenyans, due to what is going on, they're actually deplatforming the politicians. They're not giving them a podium. But I want to respect your freedom of speech in the Constitution. That's why I gave you the mic. But do take 2 minutes to let us know how the abductions are going to stop.
Excuse me. The coffee spills. Can I have some? Thank you.
We're not Uganda.
I want to tell you that.
Let me finish. I'll give you the time to speak. Now, point number 2. You're talking about looking for a channel to address the Gen Z. They gave you the mandate. Why weren't you doing it until now? And that is what I'm shocked, because even the president, they're saying, yeah, Gen Z is part of the population. They gave you a mandate. What is the Kenya Kwanza portfolio saying about youth development? Which funds are you people allocating? You people have failed. And then you're coming here telling us you're looking for ways to reach the people you're supposed to be reaching in the first place. Because what is making them upset is the lack of employment in the country. These people do not have jobs. Yeah? And when you look at it, and I sound like I'm lecturing you, but I'm not lecturing you. It's just the rage there. And the lack of it, if you can still come here and tell us you're looking for ways to engage with the with the Gen Zs, why weren't you engaging with the electorates in the first place? That is the most absurd statement to even come from a leader. You people were supposed to be doing, and they have taken the mandate from you guys. You should know. When they were being shot down, and they were falling and getting up again. The mandate is gone this month. I'm not even going to call you honorable. So leave this space as you know that Kenyans are not going to take the killings. Alfred Keter was abducted today. So I'm telling you, who do you think you are? You're going to be abducted next. The monster you people are feeding is going to come and bite you. We want to respect the Constitution, but we want to tell you, with all due respect, Dismas, as you come here, respect the people. When you people went for a press conference, the first press conference where, in fact, that was a press conference where you people were sharing the amendments. In your own press conference, you had 10 minutes delay. That is how disorganized the Kenya Kwanza government is. 10 minutes. Kidogo, president anakuja na chuna mtu huko, what is it called? The chicks. What is that all about? Don't take us for fools. Don't take the citizens for fools. And then what happened again, some of the amendments that you people were telling us about, that were non-brainers. Yeah, non-brainers. And then you were given a mandate. You were told to go and vote no. Then you people go and vote something else, where it is the citizens who gave you the right. So now I'm not going to give you further airtime on the space. I'm going to just let you know that the Gen Zs out there, not only the Gen Zs, but us as citizens, even us in the diaspora, we are not taking it anymore. That is why you saw all those demonstrations. I can tell you that at least 7 towns in Germany demonstrated. Yes.
I think we need to let Didmas go. We are having another discussion. It's not our place to tell him how to do his job. If they failed, they need to go. Let's move on, please.
Yes, and I, as a citizen here, I'm going to tell them, really, and that is why he needs to understand. I'm telling him the diaspora is also going to push back. That revenue we're not going to send. Why should we send money when you people are killing our people? Okay. So please leave as we continue. You're supposed to go and do your work.
And again, Marge, sorry for
Marge,
interrupting. Why did he decide to threaten people from other community to leave Kimilili? Please let him answer that.
Yes, please, that you can answer.
Marge,
I have not threatened anybody to leave Kimilili. Kimilili is a cosmopolitan constituency. Those are part of a propaganda that were being fueled by some individuals.
No, let's stick to the topic.
He should leave.
Sorry, I've muted everyone. Let's stick to the topic. Nothing. The Gen Zs that you're meeting on the side shows, the Gen Zs that want to talk to you guys, just find them on the space. The ones that you're meeting on the cross streets or whatever places that you're meeting them, those are not the Gen Zs. We just need an equal Kenya. We just need equal treatment to everybody. We need equal education. We need equal medication. We need equal everything in Kenya. Marge, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much. Just the audacity is that was what really actually disappoints me. And that shows that these people are not listening at all. They're not listening. You know, you asking, we should really, as a community, think about the way forward to go. And the point that I was putting across, and I know that others are also listening, you people come here. You go to Dallas, you organize something. You go where you come. No, we're not putting up with that. We're not putting up with that. We want human rights respected. We want really the constitution followed. We want a listening. That, because really, as said, Kenya is not only our country, but Kenya is very important for the region. Beryl, who was next?
No, I just wanted to add on to what you said, because there's no way you're coming to this place and the first statement that is coming from your mouth is talking about properties that have been lost. You're not talking about the lives that have been lost. How many lives have we lost? Is it worth more than the 20 million they're talking about?
Speak now. I'm not sure who's next.
Okay, guys, I think we're losing focus. Let us focus again. What is way forward, Prof? I want to say this, guys. I think Baraza, I just think he has a right to remember you gave him a mic, but we were asking him way forward. I didn't answer that question. I think we just give them time. We hear what they're saying.
He cannot answer. Hillary cannot answer because they are used to being called Washimiwa and honorable. Let them do the honorable thing by taking the mandate to come here as a leader and to say you want to talk to the Gen Z. Seriously, that is disrespect. Back to you, Hillary. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let us, Prof, go ahead. Prof, your hand is up.
No, I think Prof was done. So we go to...
I've raised my hand for a while.
Sorry,
Sandra, go ahead.
Who is speaking?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Sandra, hi, how are you? So I have listened to this conversation and you have asked about the way forward. I'm not going to go into what has happened and what is happening. My thinking is the way forward, because these guys keep talking about how they don't know what we want as this movement. And I try to move away from calling it a Gen Z movement, because it's not a Gen Z movement. The only thing is the Gen Zs are the ones who amplified the voices of the Kenyan people. So my thing is, because even from this interview today, the main thing that was not addressed is why we were on the streets in the first place. Why were we on the streets? It's not about if I have 45% of my payslip going to the government, what is it doing? Like, what is it working for? So my issue is, what is the expenditure of this government? And that's something that they seem to think that we don't have a voice on. And my way forward is actually billboards. Let's put billboards all over Kenya that tell people that these are the things that people want to do, that you can't have unconstitutional offices all over the country. You have the prime secretary, his wife, the first lady, the second lady, the first daughter. Like, all these offices have such huge budgets that would be going to places that actually have worth in this Kenya. Education, JSS teachers, just the other day, they were not, none of their contracts were renewed. Doctors, the intern doctors have not been posted. And I'm asking myself, if I'm going to give, I have no problem with giving 45% of my salary. I actually don't. But it has to be actually going to something. Like, it has to be going to something that actually makes sense. So if they don't know what our manifesto is, because that is exactly what it is. They have a manifesto, we have a manifesto. So let's blast it all over this Kenya, on news, on the news, on the billboards, on the radio, everything. All the money that we're going to crowdfund towards, let's put it towards making sure that these people know what this movement is about. It doesn't have to have leaders. We all know what we're talking about. We're all professionals. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're accountants, everybody. So if just yesterday 15.5 billion was lost to eCitizen, let's figure out where that money is going to. Who is it going to? It can't be lost and it's just going to thin air. So that's what we need to start moving towards. There's no one who wants to destabilize the government. There's no one who wants to move to a military government. We're not trying to move to Sri Lanka, to Bolivia, to Sudan. We're not trying to do that. Kenya has been stable for years. So let's figure out how to keep it stable. We're not trying to make it worse. We're trying to make it better than it was before. And that's just what I think.
Thank you, Sandra. Madge, you can go ahead, and then we give Architect, then Pluto. Madge, please, you had something to say.
No, I'm just saying we're closing at the top of the hour. So we will be adding probably only 2 people on the mic, and then we close for today. And of course, as Hilary has said, we are planning another session with the General Miguna. And there's also on Tuesday, I'll be on Citizen News with other speakers, speaking about the protests from the diaspora perspective. So that look out for that. I put that in the comment section. But it's getting late. We've gone for over 6 hours. So we're finalizing. That's what I wanted to say. And Beryl, whom did you queue? Then we finalize.
It's Pluto, then Godisable, then Komosa. We're just finalizing with the speakers that haven't spoken, because we're closing in about 15 minutes. So just take about a minute and a half. We are 6 of you, and then we can close. Pluto, kindly, then Architect, then Godisable. If Pluto is not there,
speaking, yeah,
if Pluto is not there, somebody else. Whoever can hear me, take the mic.
Yeah.
Yes.
You said who?
First of all, condolences to those who lost their life in these protests.
Hillary, somebody is speaking.
Okay, that's fine.
Somebody is speaking.
Right,
sorry, Pluto, just take it. Hillary was talking and there was a lot of interference. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hearing.
Godisable, whoever can hear can take the mic. We close.
Good evening, team. Can you all hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to mourn for those who lost their lives during the protest. Ni jambo linasikitisha sana, ni jambo linatutia huzuni hadi leo, na tuko na rais ambayo hachukuli maanani maisha ya mwanadamu. It is sad, but we all agree that we're way past Reject Finance Bill 2024. It's now first fight against persistent corruption, poor governance, punitive politics, corrupt justice system, and unjust government. We don't want conversations, we want action. We know what our president We know our president knows what we want. We are leaderless. We are all leaders. So sote hapa ni viongozi in our own capacities. Let's walk together in this. We are not far from the end. Rais wetu anajua tunataka ABC. Rais wetu anajua tunataka viongozi. We don't know why CS Linturi is still working. We don't know why our policemen ambao wanaua wananchi bado wako kwa payroll ya mwananchi. Bado ni mzigo wetu sisi kama wananchi. Hatuelewi rais wetu. Sijui nataka mazungumzo gani mengine tena. Hakuna mazungumzo. The word is out there. You know what we want. Hatutaki kuketi na viongozi wa makanisa tuzungumze. Hatuna huo muda. Tuna kazi ya kufanya, tuna hela za kutafuta, tuna familia, tuna responsibilities za kuchukua. Mimi nikirudi nyumbani, nimetoka Taita. Nimesikia mtu ametaja Taita hapa. Ameenda huko akaona umaskini. Lakini mimi nikirudi nyumbani roho yangu inasikitika kwa wale nilienda nao darasani. Wengine walikuwa wajanja kunishinda. Walikuwa na maisha yao. It's a lost generation taking care of another lost generation. Tadhani mimi kiongozi nikifika nyumbani. Na kila mtu ananiambia mimi shida zake. Kile niko nacho kidogo nitatoa. Lakini haipendezi. Nchi yangu sio maskini. I believe we have the best human resource in Africa. Sisi tuna akili. Na ndio maana tunatuma pesa nyingi sana nyumbani kama remittance. Even hata kushinda zaidi ya zile wanazoiba. Tusaidie nyumba, tubadilishe kwetu. Lakini tutafanya hivi mpaka lini? From 1963 umechoka baba. Tafadhali tunakuomba tupatie nchi yetu tu. Tulikupatia na amani na ulitupatia nguvu wakati tulifanya tukaamini kuwa ni sisi tulikuweka hapo. Ulitupatia nguvu maana tulijua tu tunaweza kukutoa. So hatukutoi kwa ubaya, hapana. Sasa hivi unajua nini tunataka? Then chukua crack the whip. Usitulize, hataki tukae chini tuzungumze nini? Tunalipi la kuzungumza? Tuna huzuni mwingi sana kwa roho zetu. Imagine kuna watoto wadogo wamefariki sasa. Angekuwa ndugu yangu, poleni. Kuna mwema. Cheers guys.
Yes. Yeah, asante. So it's Kamosu and then Morris.
Okay. Let me ask Dimas Barasa. He shot someone and he's still here.
He's not on the space. And can we please stick to the way forward? He's not on the space. He's already left because he just came to piss on us and found that it's not possible. Excuse my language. Kamosu, kindly stick to the topic as we close.
Give it to someone else.
Morris, please.
Good evening, everyone. Manj, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Kindly proceed.
Okay. Let me take my gratitude, my condolences to the one who, the ones that are our heroes. We do respect them because they have fought for this country. To my point is, as Gen Zs, we are on the road on Tuesday. We are not going back to anything because this man called Zakayo or called Ruto, this guy is just a witch. He was calling Baba a witch, but this guy is just a witch. We don't need this guy, and we are not relenting anymore. To the Gen Zs, let's come out on Tuesday. Let's show this man that we don't need him. To me, I don't see this thing called we are talking calling for dialogues, whatever, and then we are to Manj. You are allowing this guy called Didmas space. I don't need these people who voted yes to be talking here because even he is claiming to be the leader of the Gen Zs. We don't have a leader. All of us are leaders, and we don't want coming on the space telling us that. He has been a volunteer for what? We don't need leaders for the Gen Zs. We are all leaders, and what we are for. We need this guy called Ruto. We need him out. I resign. I talk. I end. We don't need this guy. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Morris. Yeah, no, I needed to ask about the abductions, and that is why I gave him also that mic. Honorable Joachim, I don't know why I called. Are you a politician there? Because then this forum is really take 2 minutes and then KDR news and we close. Okay, he's not speaking. So, KDR TV?
Yes, Marge?
Closing remarks, please.
Thank you very much, Kenyans, and it's a wonderful opportunity at least to hear different perspectives from people in Kenya and people from the diaspora. Thank you very much, Mr. Gondi and Dr. Maj, for this opportunity again. What I can really tell our Kenyan populace is that this is our time. Let us not relent. Let's do this thing very peacefully. Let's march together. Let's focus and let's push our best ability forward to ensure that we get our country back. And let Dr. William Ruto just resign honorably. We won't hurt him. We'll just let him go and relax wherever he will decide to go and relax, so that our country can start a wonderful build-up, so that we can be a united Kenya and make our kids get employment and ensure that people who have gone to school, people who have got the best ability to lead our country are the ones who are in the help. And all thieves who have actually stolen, the very best option for them is just to return whatever they have stolen, so that we can use that money to build our nation. There is no way, even if we decide to say we are forgiving these people, there's no way Kenyans won't wait for the next 3 years listening to rubbish coming from them, because all they are basically doing is trying to make us believe what they're telling us. We've had enough. We've had enough for the last 7 years, but now they have been given an opportunity. They are looking for another opportunity. They're actually requesting for how many years? 3 + 5. Those are 8 years for us to continue listening to this nonsense. So the very best option is for them. Even my friend here who is trying to circumlocute the question, Mr. Didmat Baras, is trying to duck the question. He called the people and told them to leave his constituency. So if he comes here and start, lying to us, those are the continuation of lies we've heard from our president. The very best honorable thing to do is just vunja parliament. The president should call off a snap election, so that we choose the leaders who will make our country move forward. And if this is not done, those MPs or those leaders won't manage actually to sleep peacefully wherever their houses are. They won't sleep. They won't even have enough sleep till the next day. The very best option for them, this is a wonderful time for them even to convene parliament and say, let's resign honorably so that we can have a snap election. We've got dedicated Kenyans who can go and constitute the IBC, especially those ones who are hounded out of IBC unceremoniously, so that we can move our country forward. So we still have enough time. We still have dedicated Kenyans to work. Even if they request us to come and ensure the servers are well kept, we are here to give our services free. Thank you very much, Kenyans. May God bless Gen Z. May God bless the diaspora. May God bless our parents. May God bless our grandparents. And let's focus and move forward. Thank you so much, Dr. Maj.
Thank you so much, KDR News. And please keep documenting for us on the ground, especially when we're getting numbers that are not really adding up. And as you finished and said, God bless you, I'd like to request Hillary, as when we finish the very last after you've closed, I'd request you to play the song Sisi ni wale waliobarikiwa na Mungu, because that is, if I listen to that song, it relates to the current problems that the Kenyan youth are undergoing, and so that is the song I would like to really close the space with. As I say, don't lose up the hope. 10 and then Biril.
What about the national anthem, kindly?
10 closing remarks, yeah.
Yes, just closing remarks. Thank you all for coming for this meeting. We had a very robust conversation with the General earlier on, and we are hoping to have him on board again just to discuss the way forward, because I think we all know what the problems are, and I don't think we need to rehash them. For me, I am focused about the future, what we're going to do, how we're going to take our country back, because we know that we are working with somebody who is tone deaf, who is a pathological liar, who will not listen to reason, and there is no point of going down that route. We have tried it. So I think for me, it was very interesting to listen to all of you and your ideas on how to take our country back. I thank you very much for your time.
Madge, let me take it from there. I want to appreciate everyone that was on this press today, and it was quite educative. And for the first time, I can actually say that Kenyan can speak as one voice. And the one voice is only one enemy: oppression,